Welcome back to my channel. I'm Coach Abby. I'm so happy you're here. Today we're diving into a very important topic, what not to do and what to do when it comes to working out with your 12-hour shifts. Let's get into it. I get asked all the time, and I personally struggled a lot with this when I started working in the hospital, working 12-hour shifts. But through that process, I learned what actually works for nurses, how to make working out and taking care of your body something that's sustainable and doesn't burn you out. Because the problem is that most nurses are burning themselves out when it comes to working out to the point where they have no energy, they're dragging themselves to their workouts, and they're not enjoying that process anymore, and it's not sustainable. And that's why it can really catch up with you where you fall off track completely and then you notice your body changing, because even if you were really fit before starting working as a nurse, it can still be extremely challenging for you, and you can lose that piece of you that used to love working out and taking care of your body. And it's just that your shifts changed and it really impacted the way your body's recovering. And a lot of nurses that I speak with think that they are not disciplined like they used to be, that they're lacking motivation, but that's really not the case at all. The issue is they're not following a strategy that works well with their 12-hour shifts. It really is that. So first off, the problem, like I mentioned, is most things out there when it comes to workout plans, trainers, workout classes, they're going to be very exhausting. They're going to be strenuous workouts. They're going to be working out 5+ times per week. That is not possible with working 12-hour shifts. 12-hour shifts are extremely exhausting, and you only know that if you've been through them yourself, taking care of patients, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally too. We need to ditch the cookie cutter plans that are having you work out 5 times per week and the workout classes that are super cardio heavy and not tailored to your own goals, because that's only going to burn you out more, making it harder to stick to. We need consistency, not intensity. So that's the main issue. You're following things that aren't working with your shifts. So what do you do instead? I'll tell you what we do for our nurses in the program and what I learned myself. A less is more approach is our training philosophy, meaning you only need to strength train 2 to 4 times per week to see amazing results where you're firing up your metabolism, you're gaining strength, you're feeling amazing in your body, and workouts can take 30 to 45 minutes. It doesn't have to take a super big chunk out of your day. Doing that is going to be huge, because strength training is the missing piece. When it's tailored to you, you can manage recovery, you can push yourself but manage recovery, and you can stick to it. That also means you don't need to work out after a 12-hour shift anymore, which is huge, because working out after 12-hour shifts are not conducive to seeing progress. You're gonna burn yourself out. If you think about the quality of a workout you're gonna get after a 12-hour shift, it's gonna be low. So please work out on your days off from work. That should be the time you're focusing on getting these workouts in. The only exception is if you're, say, working night shifts and maybe before that first shift in your stretch, you want to get a workout in prior, but you've gotten enough sleep, you're good to go there, then I would say, okay, you can get a workout in then, but I would prioritize those days off. The reason I don't love that for day shift is because you're gonna have to get up like super duper early, and you could do that maybe once in your stretch, but once again, don't really love that. Working out on your days off is gonna be key. And maybe you're someone that doesn't have a lot of energy on your days off. That is super common for nurses. And most of the time, yes, it's gonna stem back from sleep. One of the biggest things that's gonna impact that is your nutrition. So if you're not fueling yourself during your shifts, it's gonna catch up with you on those days off. So you do need to make sure nutrition is in gear too. I have some other videos on that you can check out on my channel. But working out on your days off is gonna be huge. I wanna show you the proof too, because you might be like, working out 2 times per week, how is that possible? Look at these clients in our program, seeing these amazing transformations, only strength training 2 to 4 times per week when they have something that's tailored to them and their schedule. I might even show you a couple of nurses in our program, what their plan actually looks like, so you can kind of get an inside scoop there too. Okay, let me show you Kelsey. Kelsey's been in the program for about a year. She's seen some crazy progress. You can just look at her body recomposition. She's down like 20 pounds, but let's pull up her workout plan here. She is just working out 3 times per week in this current training phase. She's had a lot of training phases. That's her current one. So she's working out 3 times per week. What does her split look like? She has a full body day in core. She has a full lower body day and an upper body day. Each workout is 6 to 7 exercises and only takes 42 minutes. So she's able to get these workouts in on her days off and stay consistent with it. And I'm gonna tell you that the thing that you stay consistent with is the thing that's gonna get you results long term. Because yes, you might be motivated to go to a workout class 3+ times per week for like maybe a couple weeks. maybe even a month, but then you're gonna burn yourself out. So if you can actually stay consistent with something like this month after month after month, that's how you see amazing results that are gonna stick long term and don't burn you out more. Let's kind of wrap up the core philosophy here. Number one is 2 to 4 strength training sessions per week is plenty. Next, strength training over cardio and classes that are just gonna burn you out more. Number 3 is working out on your days off is key to sustainability. And number 4 is make sure your sleep and your nutrition are in check to even have conducive workouts in the first place. And then a few other mistakes to avoid on this journey. Number 1 is working out fasted. Whether that's intentional or not, you need to fuel your body for strength training sessions because your body runs on glucose, on carbohydrates, your brain, but also your muscles. So you need to make sure that you are fueling with a well-balanced meal before these workouts to see progress and fueling up afterwards. Next is please stop switching up your workouts every couple weeks. You're gonna see progress from workouts that you stick to, especially strength training. It is redundant and you might think that's boring, but personally, I'd rather do something that's boring and get results from it than do these crazy workouts where it's switching up all the time and not seeing progress from it. But strength training can be enjoyable too because when you see yourself getting stronger, that is motivating. And finally is stop the guilt. Stop putting yourself in this guilt trap where you're trying to work out or do cardio after your 12-hour shifts because maybe you ate too much or you fell off track. Do not punish yourself with workouts. A couple of reminders to close out here is your health must come first as a nurse. If you wanna feel good and you wanna show up for your patients and the people in your lives the best, your health must come first. And you have to be extra intentional about taking care of your health as a nurse because let's just be real, it is harder to put your health first as a nurse. It is harder on your fitness journey, especially when you don't have the right plan in place. But when you're intentional and you have the right plan in place, it can be pretty seamless and you can actually stick to it long term. I've got a couple other things for you in the description as well. Number 1 is my free workout splits for nurses, strength training base. You can grab that in the caption. And then number 2 is if you're a nurse that has been struggling to do this on your own and you want a proven path that's customized to you and your goals, then click the link to apply to our one-on-one coaching program. But only apply if you're serious about making a change and you're ready for a long-term solution. We don't do quick fixes. Our program is 12 months because we want to make sure by the time you leave the program, you don't have to go through another process like this again. You're good to go long-term. So that's all I got for you today. I hope this was helpful and feel free to leave any questions in the comments or message me on Instagram at Abby O'Driscoll. Best of luck on your health and fitness journey and thanks for watching.